As we saw in the previous part, Huge Axe gave Luo 5,000 true treasure points for his contribution to the universe sea map. And when Luo reached the universe boat to explore for the first time, he faced Yintuo of the ancestral god sect, whom Luo gave an equal fight. But suddenly, 2 more evil cultivators from the Divine Eye clan arrived there, including Arrow Lord Jianhe Master and the even more powerful female cultivator Wuhun Lord. Now, moving forward, Luo falls into deep thought that I have come here for the first time and 3 strong cultivators have confronted me together. Truly, exploring the universe boat is no joke. Its deadly areas are aside, and here there is a flood of strong cultivators. Along with this, Wuhun Lord activates her water domain, spreading a terrifying flood everywhere, and Luo's sandcup domain gets suppressed, which Luo takes back to himself. Babata immediately tells Luo that Wuhun Lord is equal in power to our teacher, Chaos City Lord, and while we have mastered 2 Beast God paths, she has mastered all 5 Beast God paths. Luo, you must deal with her very carefully. And here, Luo was thinking that I cannot even escape from here to another place, because every spot here has its own unique dangers. At that very moment, Arrow Lord says to Yintuo that you are a well-known strong cultivator of the ancestral god sect from the first reincarnation era, yet you face so much trouble fighting this ordinary human cultivator. This does not make sense. Saying this, Arrow Lord literally grabs Yintuo by his tail, throws him aside, and says that you have ruined your name, and you should die of shame. Yintuo says to watch out, Arrow Lord. I know you belong to a stronger clan than me, but this fight might cost you heavily and you might leave empty-handed. Arrow Lord says in a harsh voice that we are not useless like you. Arrow Lord immediately says to Luo in a dominant tone that hand over your silver wings quietly to me, then I will spare your life, otherwise get ready for your death, human. Our hero was also no less. Luo says such big words. Saying this much, Arrow Lord fires his divine arrow at Luo, which Luo blocks with great difficulty. Wuhun Lord immediately says why big words, then die. Saying this, she also makes the next attack, in which she creates a massive spiritual hand and tries to trap Luo. Friends, this hand is billions of kilometers big, causing huge asteroids there to explode like gunpowder. Luo says now the game begins, and as soon as Wuhun Lord traps Luo in her fist, Luo activates his Golden Kingdom power, because of which golden light rays break out from that spiritual hand, and both of them get shocked that this human is not ordinary. So friends, now Wuhun Lord plays her most deadly move and activates her personal domain, 5 Chaos Sector. That giant eye opens in the sky, and under the effect of this technique, the entire space turns into an absolute emptiness. But Luo immediately activates his Golden Kingdom again, making his surrounding space completely golden. But Wuhun Lord increases the power of her technique even more, and also breaks Luo's golden circle shield with that spiritual hand. Seeing this, all 3 became full of pride, but Luo played his ultimate card. He used his technique, I am the universe, and as Luo keeps expanding it, it begins to dominate Wuhun Lord's domain. And all 3 cannot believe that Luo has such a strong technique. But Wuhun Lord had also made this fight a matter of pride. She also said that I saw the Shiwu wings first, but your teacher, Chaos City Lord, snatched it away. Friends, this means Chaos City Lord gave these wings to Luo, and now we know how it was brought. As full force is applied from both sides, we get to see a terrifying sight. The lava demon god there had woken up and he says that you people have destroyed all the peace here and forced me to use my powers. Now all 4, including Luo, come to their senses and everyone starts running away to escape from the lava demon god. But the body of the lava demon god is terrifyingly huge, so that 1 billion kilometers can fit into his single claw. From above, when Luo sees that everyone is planning to escape, Luo plays his real plan and traps everyone right there with his Golden Kingdom and 9 Tiger River domain. Because of this, everyone starts insulting Luo that you want to push everyone into the mouth of death along with yourself. And Luo said absolutely not, this is just your end, and the domain treasure you brought with you will also leave your hands with your death. Yintuo says, you shameless human, I had even stopped fighting you, so what is the meaning of this now? That Luo listens to no one, he traps everyone as if he is the boss there. Although Luo's powers were very less against the lava god's attack, but there is a saying, whatever you do with confidence, victory will be yours. Here, Yintuo started regretting that I lost my mind to stay here just to watch their mutual fight. Now this crazy Luo will drown everyone with him. Wuhun Lord screams in anger and says that I will erase all signs of your clones too. And Luo says you can fulfill this wish as well, because fighting you will only improve my cultivation, and I will have to hunt people like you to become a true god. Wuhun Lord was shaking heavily with rage, but nothing was working against the fury of the lava god. And on the other side, Luo had trapped everyone inside his micro-universe, so there was no question of escaping. At one point, Luo's resistance increases so much that Yintuo gets caught by the lava god, and the lava god crushes him under his feet. Wuhun Lord and Arrow Lord were getting crushed between these two powers like flour in a grinder. Seeing their lives in danger, Wuhun Lord finally summons her palace treasure, because now they understood that the lava god is planning to throw everyone into the biggest danger there, which is the Magma Whirlpool. Luo, also planning ahead, brings down his best trump card. Friends, do not go by its look. This is nothing else but the Star Tower, which Luo has disguised into a pyramid using the blood pearl so that no one finds out about the Star Tower. And you all already know, Star Tower is such a palace treasure for which danger of any level is ordinary. Luo easily rides inside it and crosses that deadly danger of the Magma Whirlpool with Babata. Here, the lives of Wuhun Lord and Arrow Lord were at stake due to the terrifying pressure waves of the Magma Whirlpool. Even though Wuhun Lord's palace treasure was so strong, it was flying like a dry leaf in the magma pool. To keep it stable, now both Wuhun Lord and Arrow Lord put in their absolute best efforts. Arrow Lord says Wuhun Lord, how much more time will it take to get out of this? So Wuhun Lord says that we have covered very less distance yet, and a very long and difficult journey is still left. Arrow Lord said Wuhun Lord, I do not even have any clone. If I die here, then the game is over for me. Hearing this, Wuhun Lord loses her patience and says, why are you talking like kids? I have put everything at stake here. I will not die here, and I will not spare that Luo either. Friends, the suffering from the whirlpool's pressure and anger for Luo can be clearly seen on Wuhun Lord's face, and the fear of death on Arrow Lord's face. This sight goosebumps the audience. In the next scene, at a completely quiet place, facing the harsh hits of the situation, we see Yintuo half dead. His life is saved, but 90% of his divine body is destroyed, and he was cursing Luo while groaning in pain. Even in such a critical condition, Yintuo's clever mind thinks that a weak human cultivator brought down the strongest Wuhun Lord and Arrow Lord of the great Divine Eye clan. When I shout and tell this story to the whole world, your respect will be completely ruined. Due to the amazing powers of his Star Tower, Luo flies and teleports to a place called the Flame Water Lake. The air pressure there and the boiling clouds and lightning around would make anyone's soul shiver. And suddenly a purple light gathers in the sky, and a moon was formed out of it, in front of which stood a cultivator of the Purple Moon Holy Land, one of the two strongest clans of the Universe Sea, Fenglong Lord. Babata immediately brings out his details and says that the strength of the Purple Moon people can be understood by the moon formed behind them. And the kind of moon Fenglong Lord has behind him, his bloodline is completely pure, and he can also be as strong as Wuhun Lord, or even stronger in terms of strength. Fenglong Lord says, human, to which Luo greeted and said, Fenglong Lord, I was just passing through here and I have no intention to disturb you in any way, I am just leaving from here. But Fenglong Lord's gaze also falls on Luo's Shiwu wings. Friends, let me clear your confusion, the name of Luo's silver wings is Shiwu wings. So Fenglong Lord said, I have heard your silver wings are amazing. Look at that. One trouble did not pass, and immediately another greedy eye fell on the Shiwu wings. Both were testing each other through their eyes, but Luo's size looked very small in front of Fenglong Lord. Anyway, before anything else happens between these two, our episode ends on this amazing scene. Friends, I try to bring the most accurate explanation before you with complete honesty. I present exactly what is in the original anime series, I do not try to add anything from my side. Therefore, if you want such accurate explanations, then subscribe to your favorite channel, like the video, see you in the next episode, until then, take care.